Hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna show you guys my undefeated Scareclaw list that went undefeated on Wednesday night. And these are the packs that I still have yet to open them. Matchups were round one. It was Tempai Cash Tira. Round two was Tier Lightsworns. Round three was Trap Tricks, and round four was Voiceless Branded. Let's get into the deck profile, and so we're gonna start off with 2 Visa Starfrost because he is what this deck was made for. Scareclaw best complements Visa Starfrost, believe it or not. You won't be able to summon Lightheart into the graveyard without Visas. And then we'll have his little Visas, 3 Samsara. I actually prefer this as a normal summon. I like seeing this in my hand. If I see this in my hand, 99% of the time, I know I will have game. And then we have the 2 Prisma, because the goal of the deck will always be to have Visa Starfrost live or Astrolabe live. So this has to be in the graveyard. And even if they imperm this, as long as we get the Visas in the graveyard, we're okay, because there are so many that we can get the Arrival to reborn it back. And that's really what's really important. Arrival becomes then a 1-card starter as well once we have the Visas on the graveyard. So this is the ratio. I run 2 because I do brick sometimes with Prisma and Hero Lives, and then knowing that I can't Hero Lives because I have Prisma in hand, so I like to. This ratio has always been so good for me. And then we have the 3 Rykart. This alone is what complements the Visa lore. Visa Starfrost himself, because you can Arrival the Visa Starfrost and then make 10 or make 8 with the Samsara, and then always good to have the +1. And then we're just running the 1-offs because realistically all of these cards will search us planet, and with the Samsara as well. So that's 9 cards to search us planet. So we can run multiple of these. The only problem for the deck is that once they know that we're on Scareclaw, for example, normal summon a dog, and you have multiple copies of the dog, and then they end up shotgun popping your only normal summon, and you have no ways of extending. That is the crucial problem for the deck, for us. People that are like good, they will never let you keep a Scareclaw name on the field, because once they know that you're a Scareclaw, you can just pop off once you have a name, summon, special. But once you have like multiple copies of these normal, they somehow banish or pop it. What do you do now, right? So that's why I just I like the ratio like this. Actually, I've been playing one of each copies for a while now, and actually I will not complain. It's actually pretty good. Then we have the honorary Scareclaw by heart, the 3 Fenrir and 1 Scare Cash, because even if you break with 2 Fenrir, just summon search the Scare Cash, and then Scare Cash gets into Lightheart, and the rest is from there. On hand traps, we're running 3 Ash Blossom because Ash just hits every deck there is out there. I'm running 2 Drolls. I was running 2 Drolls to test it out, and actually it overperformed. It hits Voiceless Branded, it hits for some other reason it hits also Trap Tricks. It definitely hurts Tempai too, because once they activate to summon back, or to pitch a monster from the graveyard to do their line, you just stop that, you just DD Crow it, and then hopefully that's enough to stop them. But DD Crow is insane. And then I'm running 2 Drools because I hate rogue decks sometimes. I was running Veilers, and I wasn't running these 4 cards. I was running Veilers before, but these ratios actually working out good for me. And then to pair it up with 2 Ghost Ogre. So those are the monster hand trap list. Onto the spells, we're running 2 Planet. You don't want to run 3. You actually really don't want to see this card in your hand, but as Scareclaw players, we know that we will always see this in our hand. We're running the 3 Arrivals It's like I said, like this alone it's not once per turn. Your Prisma, you special or normal summon Prisma, they impermanent or Veiler. Doesn't matter if you have this in your hand. Summon back the Visas with this, and then Visas just go into Lightheart. So that's why it's important to have Visas in the graveyard. We're running the 3 hero lives because, like I said, at least you want to do is normal summon. You know, this is a free special summon. Doesn't matter they ash it or not. They ash it, great. Our planet goes through. So this is the ultimate baiter for Ash, because they're like, oh my god, you paid 4,000 life points, let me Ash that. Okay, cool, thanks. And then we're running 1 tactics and 1 call by, because we still lose to a lot of hand traps, so just having the call by. And then if we do have the tactics, usually I just rip off, I just trade 1 for 1 for their hand, or to get the knowledge of what they're playing and how to interact with their hand, with the hand that you start with. And then we're running the 3 Imperm, because Imperm is one of the best hand traps. And then the 1 Twin Saw, because Twin Saw just pops 2 is just too good. Even if you just end on like Lightheart, set cards, and then Twin Saw, sometimes pop 2 is enough. Alright, for the extra deck, I'm running 2 Astrolabe, because we have so many targets for Visas. And for the 1500 monster we have and this will always be live, so we want this guy live at all costs. Running the Chaos Archfiend because this guy is nuts. This guy has won me a lot of games by its own. Nobody knows that he can attack. These two paired together should be OTK, and you know, once you have Samsara in the right card, just make this, summon this will be live. Attack, and then attack for the rest with Astrolabe. And then once they get removed, here's the Chaos Angel for free, another banish. This is a flex spot. It's okay. You can definitely play any other card that you like, that you think on your taste. I just like this sometimes because sometimes I do have like a weird board where I just end on Twin Saw and then this guy, and believe it or not, that's already like 3 interruptions, because you'll be able to remove a card, a part of their engine piece or important card. Once they activate the effect, you just remove it, and then you have Twin Saw to follow up for 2 more cards. So I like it a lot. You don't have to play it. Chen Ying, this is the new Baron, and actually it is the best Baron, best level 10 so far that we have been given, because especially with DD Crow and Scareclaw, these will always be live for 2 interruptions. So you have this and Twin Saw, that's already 4 removals. Once you have to sequence it correctly, hit the right cards, it will mess with your opponent. That's it. 4 synchro and 2 fusions. For the links, I'm playing the Appaloosa. Again, this is another flex spot. You could play Access Code, you can play any cards you want. I just like Appaloosa because there are times where like, alright, I'll break their board. Now they have no cards in hand, no cards in field. Make Appaloosa. What are they gonna do? And then we have SP Little Knight, one of the best generic Link 2 ever made. Just having this on the field alone already like makes your opponent like play around it. Cross Shape for the Astrolabe line OTK or Reborn back. I have the Donner for a resetter board. Actually, there's another card, I believe it was Haggard Lizard, that you can play on top of this instead. But no, Donner's still good. Because there are times where I'm like baiting out an effect. Like for example, I have Hero Lives in hand. I'm able to summon 2 boards. This happened on Wednesday. The opponent has Zeus, and he didn't want to use his Zeus because I know he's waiting, because he knows that I have 2 cards left in my hand. I'm not sure what he was waiting for, and I made this, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna make you use your effect. And then he ended up like activating Zeus effect. Board is cleared, Hero Lives, and the rest was, and off of just Hero Lives, I OTK'd him. So, and then we have the 2 Tryhard, because even with 1 of each dogs, it's enough to do a Tryhard shuffle. So again, clear board. This is enough because everybody knows Tryhard with Astra and Scareclaw is already OTK. And I'm running 3 other Lightheart because Lightheart is just the best link. It's the best link. Sometimes I go through 3 because they imperm it, and then I have Visas in hand, pop this, that. Yep. On to the side deck. I'm running 3 Kurikara because this is my favorite. This is one of my favorite cards, and I always try to play my favorite cards in a deck that I love the most, which is Scareclaw. So this is always, yeah, again, you can play Nib, you can play any kaiju, you can play any card that you want. This is just my preference choice, and it's always been a workout for me. Against the Voices Branded, I was able to tribute 3 of his monster to summon this, and then so yeah, so again, this is all preference choice, so you don't have to play it. I just love the card. So we have the 2 Bestials, just in case you run across Branded or any other legendary. Actually, it worked out for Lightsworn because I'm able to have 2 DD Crows and then Bestial Magnamut and Druisworm. That was already that's an insane combination already. Like just being able to find its way to like draw 1. I mean, you could up the Bestial count, but DD Crow is really powerful right now because it doesn't just hit Dark and Light decks. It hits multiple decks that requires graveyard activation or card addition. And then something new that I'm doing is 2 Lancia because the Ritual Beast deck annoys me. So yeah, and we have 2 draws already, but sometimes 2 draws is not enough to stop that deck. So Lancia hard stops it, and yeah. And then for going first, I have the Trap Trick into 2 Barrier or 2 DDG. This hard stops the place of any graveyard-based deck, especially Snake Eyes, and then this is for any other graveyard-based decks, but not most importantly fusion decks. Fusion and synchros now because of Senpai. So this is really good. This is just Trap Trick's just basically there to where you're like, this is 3 copies of anything. I should be playing Thrust, but sometimes you will be coming across where like, you know, you won't have your opponent activating any cards, and then Thrust will just be in your hand, or Tactics will just be in your hand. So I'd rather guarantee myself with the immediate response, so then having the Trap Trick with these ratios actually worked out for me. And then the last 3 cards is 3 Cosmic Cyclones because again, you could play Duster and 2 Lightning Storm, but Cosmic Cyclone is just really good because it's not only a going second card, but it's also a going first card. Going first card, set it, hit the field spell, hit the continuous spells that they rely on, so it just hits better. Yeah, so yeah, that is the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, let me know. As far as for like end boards, we don't usually have an end board, believe it or not, because what our deck try to do is to make sure that our follow-up is live for our turn to OTK, and we're able to trade with hand traps and interruption fairly well. Just make sure you hit the right cards. If you don't know what cards to hit, let me know. I'll always be down. I've always just try to read what are the popular decks, and you know, I have gone through so many interaction, and then yeah. Quick notice: I was playing against a Branded, the Voiceless Branded, and he opened full combo, and I didn't have a single shot of interruption. But you know, I was able to bait everything out and made this. He didn't realize how good this was, and then I made this, and I ended up attacking into his Skull Guardian because he had 2 on the field, and then I just attacked all of his monsters. This to dish out the last remaining damage to his life points, and yeah. So it's kind of crazy. This card is crazy. It's not copium, guys. This is actually crazy. Only when you play Samsara that this actually pops off. It sucks that we can't search the Samsara, but it's one of those where like I rather see Samsara more than anything else in my hand. So yeah, hope you guys like the video, and let me know if you have any questions. Peace.